Awaken Cohort.
And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Captain Tyrek of the heavy cruiser GSS Littlefoot as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire. And interesting campaign that it has been so far. We are currently pressuring the planet at 21-9. Recently we have managed to smash their space station so that it no longer defends the planet. Unfortunately we took a little bit of damage, had to go back home. We are patched up. I believe we are ready to go. Supply, yep. No repairs required. Topped off on shuttles. We're good with all that. Quick check in the shipyard. Make sure that there's no battle cruisers around, and it still appears to be a bit too early for the battle cruisers. Just dreadnoughts starting to show up. Proper dreadnoughts, not early dreadnoughts anymore, but let's set out into space and get things done. Unfortunately, we have to go on this diplomatic delivery. Really? Really? Well, I suppose we must. It is always slightly annoying to have to interrupt our in-transit. So let's increase our speed all the way up to, that's 5, 10, 15, 19. Currently, we are seeing an enemy freighter and a heavy cruiser. It is one of those top-secret Klingon-traded heavy cruisers. The Klingons and the Romulans currently underwent a technology-sharing agreement where they try and figure out each other's tech. The Romulans gave the Klingons cloaking technology, and the Klingons gave the Romulans ships and warp technology. We're escorted today, of course, by GCS Snarl, equipped with a single F-type plasma torpedoes, 2 phaser 1s, and a phaser 3. So, not particularly terrifying. However, this guy could potentially have twin plasma F torpedoes. I wouldn't be incredibly surprised if that's indeed what we saw. So we're going to send a probe his way. Let's also make sure that we are prepping Lawao Weasel. We never know, you just might need it. And actually, as long as the K7 is around, we're going to need it. The K7RB is, of course, a Romulan version of the D7. It's called the K7 simply because it's Klingon 7. He's equipped with twin F plasma torpedoes. So, the most powerful Q-ship it possibly can be. This one over here is probably also swinging some quite deadly weapons. I would estimate between 2 and 4 plasma torpedoes. A mix of G's and F's, perhaps even S's, although that might be a little bit large. If it is, we may have to make a break for the conference planet just to avoid this battle. You can never quite know with these guys. Let's go in here, make sure that we are properly reinforcing the forward shield. And we may end up also reinforcing the port and starboard and all-around shields just in case, because we may decide that we want to plink at the edge of his range. We'll send another probe his way just to try and figure out what he's dealing with. And he has decided to make us his primary target. I think he's finally figured out that this Q-ship is nothing more than a Q-ship. It is equipped with 2 S's and 2 F's. This is, wow, the bang bang. Compared to us, we're in trouble. So we're going to turn away a bit. We're going to set to reinforce all, and we're going to pick up some speed. And by some speed, I mean all the speed. This has gone from a let's do battle to a let's plow the road, folks. We're going through. So this is our target. We're going to split both sides. Port side plasma torpedo is armed and ready. So let's kick it out. Hey, maybe he'll decide not to pursue. Doesn't look that way. So tempted to turn into him to give him both plasma torpedoes, but that may not be necessary. Slams right into his forward shield, does some damage to it, and let's target you with the starboard side plasma torpedo. So just to sort of tell them, back off, buddy. We're not dealing with your shenanigans today. And that plasma torpedo is going to slam right into his bow. Not dealing much damage, though. Didn't even take out his shields. We are beyond the range at which we can see his shields, so they could be almost down, but we're going to press on. Let's go to shield reinforcement to stern only. We're not getting involved. You can chase after us all you want, but we're going to the conference planet and delivering this diplomat. Any other option is pure folly. So, let's yep, we are maintaining a speed of 31, and as long as they zigzag like that, we don't really care because they'll never touch us. Slowly, we're also recharging one of our plasma torpedoes. We'll be recharging them. Oh, nope, it's going back down. So there will be no plasma torpedoes to charge on this operation. And I'm really tempted to just shut them off, see if we can't get any extra power out of this. So, let's dump on mine. Yeah, it did make the K7 decide, hey, maybe I should avoid the mine. We're starting to get close to that planet. Deactivate the target lock so I can see exactly what's going on, so we can thread the needle. We are going to go right on there. So they are firing from a long range. Not really doing a whole lot of damage, but that's fine as far as I'm concerned. Let's go to the transporter room. Hi, this is going to be a drive-by. So you're going to get out and, well, talk really, really fast, and we may pick you up on our way out. So preparing to close the range. 9, 8, 7, closing down to 6. Beam him over. There we go. And turn away, turn away, turn away. And we skimmed it nice and tight. So the diplomat is now officially on the planet. Let's zoom this all the way out, see if we can't see the border. The border is right there, so we're going to head right for it. So drive-by shooting is what we just did. Shooting of diplomats. I approve. So yeah, we're just going to leave. I don't feel like getting into a fight with a KR-7. We might be able to beat it, but it's probably going to maul us. Quite frankly, it just outguns us. Pure and simple. Not only does it have bigger plasma torpedoes, it has more plasma torpedoes. So these Fs kind of match our Gs. They're much shorter range, but not by, well, by half the amount. But then he backs that up with the twin S's, and then he's got 5 phaser 1s and 4 phaser 2s. It would be a very difficult fight to make, and we're not actually interested in doing too much on this planet. If we can accomplish this mission, just maintain the status quo, and we can move to push on to the actual planet proper, which frankly is the only thing we care about at this point. Getting involved in random bickering planetary politics, not high on our list of priorities right now. So we will zip off the table and go to warp. Withdrawing from the battle. Mission is completed. Our team has disengaged, so not only will that save us, it will also save our little Q-ship buddy. However, we also didn't take down, well, what is frankly a battle cruiser. Not quite. It is a heavy cruiser. But it is a better era of heavy cruiser. Only 100 prestige for that. Normally we make a lot more, because normally we kill all of them, but we didn't. And it's a shipyard assault. The wonderful, joyous shipyard assault. With any luck, it'll be Lyran shipyards. Hit that red alert. Increase that speed. We are escorted by nobody. Nobody knows the trouble we feel. We are currently fighting a freighter and a frigate. I will work with that. What kind of freighter are you? You are an FQL. I'm going to bet you have twin plasma torpedoes because Romulan Q-ships are just incredibly well armed. I mean, everybody else also has Q-ships of some sort, but really it's the Romulans who take this up to 11 and say, hey, screw you, buddy. Seriously, it's phenomenal how much firepower they dish out. So we are prepping the Wild Weasel. Let's go ahead and reinforce all shields because we're going to be making turns. And send the probe. Let's find out exactly what we're dealing with. Maybe he'll only be armed with a couple of phaser 3s. But then again, he might have 2 plasma torpedoes. He has the 2 plasma torpedoes and a ton of phaser 1s. This guy has the same armament of a light cruiser. Let that sink in. He's got decent shields. They're green all around. And then he brings 6 phaser 1s and 2 plasma F torpedoes. That's a Gorn light cruiser right there. So that is nothing to sneer at. So we're going to engage with plasma torpedoes at range and then sort of turn and move about. Because if we have to actually duel with them, we're going to be in trouble. We've also got this frigate sort of zipping in along the sides, looking to cause some havoc and danger. Our Wild Weasel is ready to rock. And I'm going to put more power into that. No, not that one. We don't need that one. Another Wild Weasel, just in case. So we are putting a ton of power into our defensive shields. Let's prepare the plasma torpedoes. They're not yet ready, really? Why? Surely it hasn't been... We haven't gotten that close to him. Fire plasma torpedo. Stand by for second plasma torpedo. Wait for it. Wait for it. And fire another plasma torpedo. And we are going slow enough that we can dump a Wild Weasel before you can do anything about it. We're right on top of him. All phasers fire. And we got most of those phasers to fire. The Romulan has fired his plasma torpedo. Drop the whiskey. To avoid the 1, hopefully. And the 2. And there was no third plasma torpedo. Okay. He's equipped with 3 plasma torpedoes. What the hell, guys? And another plasma torpedo from over him. It's going to hit us right in our stern. We're not going to be able to reinforce it in time. Oh, this is going to hurt. Ooh, shatters a lot of shields, but we do not break through. That does work out very nicely. He is about to have a G-type plasma torpedo ready, and he is coming out of cloak. All phasers fire. We don't actually have a weapon available right now. Drop the mine, and we're going to have to take it. Oh, we took it. Or was that a fake? I think it was a fake. So we'll come around a little bit. Not having any kind of escort on this kind of sucks. Let's patch up the 1 damaged plasma or phaser, and we currently are, well, we're not down on power, but we have damage in the engine. Let's pick up some speed. Let's not play this super slow Star Castle game. I want to have some speed on top of this. we should be able to hound him for a little bit. We'll pick up speed to about 18. That'll allow us to hold some defenses and do some work. But yeah, that is surprisingly strong, being equipped with that many plasma torpedoes on a frigate body. So we managed to open him up, send a plasma torpedo through the open hole. 16 damage. And we're gonna not be able to keep this turn. He's gonna outturn us. And the plasma torpedo we have is on the port side. Oh, but he's coming back. If he comes back to us, we will get that shot that we need. Slow down a little bit. And he's coming out of cloak. I'm willing to bet he's got another shot for us. Took it on the forward shields. The forward shields are now down. Oh, we didn't slow down in time. We've got shattering damage across all of the ship. We've lost 3 points of power. And one of our important phasers, let's start lashing out as best as we can. This may not be a fight we can win. We're definitely an older heavy cruiser. I mean, we're an early era command cruiser. And we're getting kind of bullied by a frigate and a Q ship. Granted, this is one of the best armed Q ships in the game, but... oh, it's the pain. The pain and the difficulty. We should probably be just accelerating at full speed and using our plasma torpedoes as sort of siege weaponry. I think that may be the solution to this fight. Just pick up speed and don't stop. We have managed to cut... oh no, this is gonna hurt. Was that a hit or not? It's not making the thunk sound like it when it hits. But we're gonna withdraw. We can't take this on our own. Not against this sort of defenses. So dump another mine. Pick up some speed. All shield reinforcement to the stern. And continue to repair that. Stabilize the containment. We're going to set to yellow alert because I don't want to put any power into weapons anymore. We're just going to pick up speed and go. The Shikra is going to fall behind. It can't maintain the high enough speed in order to keep with us. The Q ship might, but if we get up enough power fast enough, we might be able to get away from it. So we are almost able to put another supply part into repairing the engines. And do it again. Let's increase the speed to maximum speed because we are basically just going to fly in a straight line. Ow! That was an absolutely brutal assault. He only had 4 phaser ones, and yet they cut through our stern shields like a knife through butter. Ow! Stop doing that. Stop pretending that you have disruptors. So we're trying to pull away far enough so that he can't actually deal anything to us. Range of 20, we're starting to get there. How much power do I got as a bonus? Nothing. 2.5. That's not enough for what I want to use it for. But he's breaking off. That tells me, yep, we're coming to the edge of the board. We're gone. Not a great mission. Eey. We definitely need to start upgrading this ship, because we've got to buy something new and better. Something you could do back in Starfleet Command 1 was you could actually buy the refits, and it was cheaper to do it. And if you did buy the refits that way, then you got basically a refit ship for a fraction of the cost. Unfortunately, Starfleet Command 2 omits that ability. So, kind of sucks. I'm just not seeing any battle cruisers, and that's really what we need. We've got medium cruisers here. Epanteramus, or something like that. It has 2 plasma S's, 2 plasma F's, so this is basically equal to that Gorn ship that we ran into. We're old, out of date, obsolete, which is kind of a shame. New ship available, the War Destroyer series has just gone online. New fighters are available. We don't use fighters. I don't want to buy a medium cruiser, I really don't. I want to stick into something like this until we get into a battle cruiser or above. I do believe that's entirely possible. So let's go on an interim mission right here. Sure, shipyard defense. We're probably going to get jumped by like a dreadnought or a heavy cruiser. That would suck. So it's going to be a battle in the asteroids. At that red alert, increase that speed. We are escorted today by USS Hampton, which is a new drone cruiser equipped with no less than 6 G-type missile racks, an additional 5 anti-missile defense systems, 4 Gatling phasers, and 2 phaser ones. Wow, that is impressive. We also have Gorn Fleet Repair, Gorn Fleet Repair, Gorn Fleet Repair. The enemies are a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. This heavy cruiser, of course, is a fairly devastating machine. This would be probably 4 plasma torpedoes. 2 of them will be plasma S's, I want to say. That's my assumption. That is my guess. We may have just reached a period where our ship is just... well, it's too big for not enough bang. That is definitely a possibility. Let's increase the speed of time. We'll send a probe his way. Get an idea of what we're getting into. 2 plasma S's only, but an absolute boatload of phasers. 8 phaser 1s, and then an additional 4 phaser 3s, so he outguns us. Ugh. Just not having much luck with that. He is decloaking and preparing to get into combat. Looks like the cruiser with a ton of missiles is about to get involved. The Hampton, are you going to fire a blast or what? Let's fire first. Long-range plasma torpedo fire. He does have white shields, so do we. And we're both doing a nice slow speed so that we can castle a lot of damage. Another blast going out. Incoming. We're going to have to eat it, I think. Nope, no we don't. I'll stop. So that will observe both of his plasma torpedo strikes. Unfortunately, he's going to come in and he's got 3 more plasma torpedoes. So we did manage to reduce his shields. Unfortunately, we don't have another Wild Weasel ready to go. And he's going to be in a position to use it. Just in case, you know, good stuff happens to us, we will increase our speed to 18. Yeah, he's firing at us. I kind of figured that he would. Drop all speed. We're going to have to start tank it. All stop. All engines to the forward shields. Brace for impact. He's added in extra fire. It's reducing our shields. We've got three dark green. Shields held. Okay. Whew. Increased speed. Full power. They've both cloaked. They're both trying to skulk along. We might be able to use that to our advantage. I do want to keep putting power on in the Inveno. Invenio? Invenio. So the Invenio is our current target. Our phasers are on recharge after doing plasma point defense. We're going to pick up a lot of speed and just start trying to plink away. As soon as he comes out of cloak, we'll start trying to lay into him. He's already lost one of his shields. It has recharged, but it is a weakness for him. He is on our side of our plasma torpedo that's taking longer to recharge. For reasons. Well, basically we fired it after the first one. Decoy shuttle is ready to rock. Let's prep another one, because it's going to get ugly out here. I don't know what the Federation ship is doing. It hasn't really gotten involved, hasn't fired any missiles or done anything cool. Plasma torpedo is ready. We're going to fire it into his stern, and we are in a good position to exploit, I think. It did hit. The Hampton got involved with that one. Not sure we're going to be able to get any good hits in here. Our port side plasma torpedo can't quite get involved. We don't have the turning radius for it. He has high energy turned on us. Increase speed. We have to get away from him. And do some of our forward phasers able to fire to the stern. Be careful on this. Plasma torpedo 2, fire. So we both fired. Pick up more speed. More speed. And stern shields. Let's reinforce the stern shield if we have anything. I don't think we do. We're just putting it on all the speed, trying to burn it off. Hit the rear shield, but the rear shield held. He did dump a Wild Weasel, and he cloaked. So maybe he won't have one for the next time. Let's slow on down. Oh, no, we better not. We've got to keep up to a high speed to get away from him. So we're going to set our course directly away. We're going to come back in on the Invenio. We've got another decoy prepared, and let's prep the last one. We're not going to use it for anything else. Let's just double check real quick. The capture marine chance, 10, we put over 3 at a time. How about you? Also 10, we put over 3 at a time. So we've already managed to start working in on his marine complement. I think we can slow down. How's your plasma torpedoes? Are probably all still armed, or just the one? He's come out of cloak. We have no plasma torpedoes to fire it from long range. Hopefully the Hampton can fire a salvo, because he's in a perfect position to. He did hit him quite massively with a Gatling phaser barrage. Look at that. Practically half the phasers on the ship are down. He fired a missile barrage right when he was on top of a mine. Brilliant. Sometimes the AI does make you wonder. He is down to 8 folks. If we can get him down to about 3, maybe even 2, we can try and run this. So we're going to work hard to keep on his flanks. If I can get here and stay here, I can basically cause anything I want to happen. Reinforce that forward shield. We are getting plinked away at by this light cruiser back here, though. Slow down. That's a good mine, because it is going to force me to have to avoid. I don't have any stern shielding, so I can't just take it. And that's probably when it'll come active. Let's start lashing out at his stern. He has picked up all the speed now. He's going up to a speed of 22. We are curling around this mine. Our last Wild Weasel is ready. We're going to have to take this. Took out one of our shields. Fortunately, they decided to cloak. He's still not cloaking. He did dump another Wild Weasel. So we have to pull off just a little bit. could stop, but that would probably be pretty suicidal. Oh, we did get another couple of hits, despite the attack shift of 2. I don't want to pass over top of you, but I may not have a choice. So, phaser fire, causing some good damage in here. Continue pulling this turn all the way through so we can get a shield on him. Let's go shields, reinforced to stern, and get some nice hits, free hits, into his stern. And we're also on the side of a plasma torpedo. We'll be able to launch it just as soon as we can. Oh, this is going to suck. Stand by for a wild weasel. He fired a nice phaser salvo right into us. He does have a plasma torpedo ready, but it's on the wrong side. He did also drop a shield. Attacker ship destroyed. It looks like our friend the Hampton managed to take out the enemy heavy cruiser. So, causing some light damage onto him. He's down to 7 on his crew. Let's continue to fire phasers at long range. Not doing a whole lot, but we are going to be able to re-engage with twin plasma torpedoes, and that should be able to put a dent in him, now that he's the only one left. Let's keep back on this repair page. We did take a little bit of a hit to an engine. We're going to have to pay attention to that. We're not chugging along at maximum speed, though. So, port side plasma torpedo... Oh, crap. Our timing was horrible on that. So we're going to have to slow down just a little bit. That plasma torpedo is likely not going to hit him. So I would bet good money that that Wild Weasel is going to last long enough. So we're going to make our course over just a little bit. The Wild Weasel has turned off. And... dump a Wild Weasel. He did fire 2 plasma torpedoes at us. Both of them do appear to have been real. And then he went into cloak. The Hampton is there with his Gatling phasers, however he doesn't really have a good firing solution on him. Let's go shield reinforcement to 360, if you don't mind. And just as soon as we can, we'll try and put another group of phaser fire into him. Really, we didn't do a whole lot of heavy lifting. It was mostly the Hampton. So the Hampton in a great position to do a lot of damage. It's a much newer ship, a much more advanced ship compared to us. And he's still in cloak. He's coming out of cloak now. Stand by. We're going to whip around and hit him with everything we got. So come all the way, turn. Get a plasma torpedo right on top of him and the rest of the phaser volley. And now he's starting to get real hits. He's not able to maintain defensive tractors with enough strength. I don't know if his tractor system down or he just doesn't have the power for it. He is chugging along at a speed of 8, so I'm willing to guess that it's not a power problem. He still has a G-type plasma torpedo ready to fire, so let's pull some distance here. Once again, the most annoying tactic in the universe. This time being used against our enemies. Marines, how's he doing? He's down to 3. We could beam people on board, and we're going to try and do that. Hampton able to just tank that. His Gatling phaser's taken a lot of teeth out of it. He's lost one of his shields, but he replies with another massive barrage. Okay, not necessarily massive, but big enough. And that was a pseudo-torpedo. Did nothing. He's down to basically no power. So we're going to get on top of him, fire plasma torpedo, and end him. I will bet you that this does it. If he doesn't, fire his phasers first and annihilates them. Will he have phasers online before I do? Well, my phasers are online. They just don't have a target yet. There we go. We took it. We managed to do the killing blow, even though he did most of the work. So thank you very much, Hampton. We needed the help. We've really got to find a new ship. Something big, something powerful, something worth spending. 450 prestige. That puts us up at 3679. Shipyard, anything cool? No, it's still just a dreadnought. Dreadnoughts are kind of dangerous in a plasma race. Yeah, still nothing quite for sale. It's tempting to go dreadnought. This dreadnought is equipped with a single plasma R, 2 plasma S's. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Is there a DN+? There's a light dreadnought, which has 2 plasma S's and 2 plasma F's. A dreadnought destroyer, which adds 2 plasma F's to that original dreadnought. And a dreadnought cruiser. A Spinosaurus has 2 plasma R's. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Well, in any event, we are not buying the current level of dreadnought. It's just not all that great. We'll keep saving cash. Let's quickly go on the repair and replace the 4 shuttles we spent. And also repair parts, because we're going to need them. A whole bunch more Marines, because maybe on occasion we'll be able to use them. So we'll spend a bunch of cash to reset the ship, but that is going to do it for an episode. A little bit disappointing. We weren't really able to pressure the planet at 21.9 really at all. So the limitations of our early era cruiser are really starting to play out. And unless we can get a new, better ship soon, we may have to be forced into buying it after our ship explodes, but we will try to avoid that. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.